So I'm sitting in the parking garage before I go to work. And, you know, I always do this before I go into work. You know, I pray, I reflect. I just thank God for another day. And just thoughts start rumbling through my head. And, you know, I thought about depressive thoughts, actually, you know, of where I should have been, where I could have been, and you know, just all the things that are wrong, you know. And and one of these thoughts came up in my head. I remember when I had just had my first son, and I was going through postpartum depression. I really didn't know too much about it, and my aunt, God rest her soul, she was the one who brought it to my attention. Was like, you know, Michelle, I think you may be experiencing some postpartum depression. And I remember asking my mom, if, you know, did she ever have it? And she was like, no. I had to go to work. And I was like, what kind of response is that? Like, that is crazy to say, yeah, I gotta go to work. You know, then I was like, you know, that's what's wrong with black folks now. They don't ever want to talk about this and that. But, you know, I get what she was saying now. You know, she had to go to work. Like, yes, she may have felt all those things. Yes, she may have been dealing with her own things, but she had to go to work. She had kids she had to provide for. You know, the enemy was throwing darts at her left and right, from down, you know, all over. But she had to go to work. She had to keep going. She had to keep pressing. She had to keep moving. And, you know, for the longest, I used to be like, this is crazy. You know, I can't do this. You know, how do people function? But I really had to tell myself, and what I've learned over the years, my oldest son now is now 9. No matter what the enemy continues to throw at your way, you got to keep moving. You got to keep pressing. You're going to have to cry through it. You're going to have to fight through it. You're going to have to yell through it, scream through it. You just going to have to keep pushing. Because guess what? You got to go to work. And when I say that, it's not just physically going to work. But I know my mama was praying. My mama was in church. My mama was continuing to fight, continue to teach me and my sister about God, which honestly at that time we weren't worried about that. We was just like growing up. We kids. We just like, we were about having fun. But you know, when I, in hindsight, reflecting back on it, my mama couldn't give up. She didn't have no choice. She had to go to work. And you know, in that going to work, I know God was covering her, and I know he's covering me as well as covering you. So I know it's hard out here right now, y'all. Everybody going through something. Like, it's hard out here, but just remember, you got to go to work. Continue to fight, continue to go, continue to press, continue to pray, continue to fast, you know, and keep yourself lifted up. I know those depressive thoughts come, and I know you start feeling sad for me, the whole woe is me situation, and I get it because I do it too. But remember, Michelle told you, you got to go to work. I love y'all. Y'all continue to move fearlessly. Y'all have a blessed day.